When the floods hit in February, we organized our first meeting of community partners 5 days after the flood, and we invited the Indiana VOAD, Voluntary Organizations Active in Disaster, to be at that first meeting. They've been instrumental in helping us get the right people, the right processes in place to move forward with the recovery efforts.
Mennonite Disaster Service is a faith-based organization, and the 4 pillars consist of: there needs to be skilled volunteers, which is what you see behind me. There needs to be equipment for them to use to get the job done, and that's supplied by us with a tool trailer, and they also bring in their own tools often. And then there also needs to be meaningful work, and obviously the work here is meaningful. And then lastly, the funding needs to be in place for us to operate. We provide the labor, and then once the materials are here, we'll come and do the work. The project today is on a home that was destroyed by the flood here in Marshall County. The group that's here today is a group of 20 men and women from LaGrange and Elkhart counties. Both of the men that I'm working with here are long-term volunteers with Mennonite Disaster Service, and the young people that are working here are the Amish youth that are off this week because their employers shut the factories down over the 4th of July. They call this a vacation. Okay, they're away from the normal. So that's who's here helping us work.
The criteria for the family receiving help is we look first to see if they have insurance, and then we also look to see if they have received FEMA funding. We look to see if they've applied for SBA, for Small Business Administration support, and then we look to see if they've received any state disaster assistance as well. And then, after we look at all of those resources, it goes to our Unmet Needs Committee. But we're looking first for families that are displaced, families that are no longer living in their home. We're looking for families that maybe they have disabilities, family members with disabilities, low-income families. A lot of our families, about 37%, are senior citizens, some living on fixed incomes, so those are priorities for us. One of the important parts of assistance that we offer is the spiritual and emotional care as well. It is a long process for folks, and they have a lot of stress. Our brains work a little different in trauma. And so we're aware of that and are here to help provide some emotional, spiritual support as well, connecting them with those partners that can provide that kind of assistance.
It's rewarding for us, but it's rewarding for the homeowner, but sometimes it speaks more directly to us. It's part of a passion that we have in life and a calling, and it's basically, you know, putting the shoe leather to the ground, you know.
We recognize that it's a long process for people, but they're so grateful for the help, and we see so many relationships form out of this work. You know, people that are coming in to help are forming relationships with the homeowners and relationships with other volunteers. It really is rewarding work in a whole lot of ways.